makes me crazy. I dream about our babies, gazing them days and contagious. You're my baby. We know each other like the back of our hands. Understand, there's no mistaking. I'm taking 'cause you're my drug.
I got this. Let's go. First one, y'all. Chris Stapleton, okay? This is the staple song that I think everybody know. Tennessee whiskey, y'all. I'm gonna jump right into it. Let's go.
Used to spend my nights out in ballroom. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back, being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy.
I promise y'all. And I just saw this too.
Warm
in the
as a
comments.
glass
I
of
think
brandy.
that was Hippie Joe. Yeah, she said that. That's probably one of the
I
best
learned it.
runs that I feel like that run right there by itself just makes the song, okay? Like
I wouldn't necessarily say that, but I mean, I love the tone, how he says that. You know what I mean? It just kind of like sets the tone for where he about to take us to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Like everybody know that. Like anybody that's drunk brandy, like
it make your
you
chest
can reference
hot.
to that. You
Okay.
know what I mean? Yeah. You know.
It be like that too.
She had you just as warm as a glass of brandy. You know what I mean? Just had you feeling all warm and fuzzy on the inside.
You know though, like one thing I didn't know about Chris Stapleton, I guess like when I figured out, like when I discovered Chris Stapleton
Yeah.
was, you know, way after the fact that, you know, he kind of came out, but he didn't come out with his first album until 2015, his first solo album.
Okay.
I didn't know
so
it
that
was
was like
that
what, 6
recent.
years ago.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only had 4 albums since he's came out with his first solo.
Yeah.
And he's had, I know he's had one that went multi-platinum.
Gotta be.
And he also had a CMA. So
Right.
I'm just like, all of this in the time that he's actually, and I do know that he was playing for like another band, actually 2 other bands too. So I didn't know that, y'all. That was just something that I found out.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're as warm as a glass of brandy, and honey, I stay strong on your love all the time.
Come on now.
I've looked for love in all the same old places.
Been looking.
Found the bottom of the bottle's always dry.
Come on now.
But when you pulled out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. And you're as smooth
Yeah.
as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine.
Come on.
You're as warm as a glass of brandy. whiskey.
Yeah, it was just far over there with. Man, that's
Like,
the jam.
Chris
I
is-
can never get tired of that song.
Chris Stapleton's voice, like again, it just has like a super impact on you. It just hits you.
Yes.
Because when we first did Tennessee Whiskey, I never heard of Chris Stapleton. So when we did Tennessee Whiskey, like the first time, that's like the first thing that I noticed from Chris Stapleton is like just his voice, like the impact that it just kind of had on me. It just pulled me in like immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was surprised I never heard of that song before because I know everybody got on to me like in the
I
comments.
think it was like you had
like,
to have
for
heard
saying that.
y'all had ripped him in
maybe
half.
I don't, like,
When
again,
he said he had never heard that song before.
yeah, but I mean, just his tone and his voice singing this particular song, like anybody could have sung this song, but with Chris Stapleton singing it, I think that's what propelled it through the roof. Propelled it through the roof.
Well,
like, through the roof.
I
love his voice.
he's like a rounded singer because he does country, he does bluegrass,
Yeah.
he does rock. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Like a
Like
I don't know what type. It's like like almost how I was saying. I'm like, this sounds almost like country, but it's considered
Kinda like
rock.
kind of like a funk rock, country rock type of sound.
Yeah.
I mean, but he has a voice that could potentially do all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has that type of voice, and that's kind of what I'm leading to. I feel like with him having the type of impactful voice that he has, it can go over different genres. Now, I don't think it can go over every single genre, like pop maybe particularly, but just every single, like a lot of different genres other than just
He
country.
probably could do pop though. I mean, obviously, I feel like he obviously, dominates the country lane.
Country,
now,
blues,
just because
yeah.
of his voice. You
Yeah.
just can't take that away from
Yeah.
him. You know what I mean? Like that's just him. Southern rock. That's what he was.
So
yeah, I'm like,
there we go.
it's like a
Southern
country
rock,
rock.
with a blues
I was
in
trying
it.
to think of the word, but I'm like, y'all, what is it?
Because it's not bluegrass. We wouldn't say bluegrass, but it is bluesy.
Yeah.
Southern rock blues.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a little bit of that Texas, with the Texas blues in there too. We discovered that last live too. The Texas blues too. Don't sleep on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True that.
So yeah, again, like I said, I feel like he can touch all these particular lanes because I definitely feel like that's what he grew up on. Had to. He had to.
Well, yeah, I guess he kind of was he had to have been like into music. I don't know a lot about his childhood though. Like that's the one thing I don't know, babe. I'll say that, y'all. I don't know much about. I didn't really start kind of getting into him until it was actually Stephanie that introduced me to him. One day
Really?
we were in the truck, y'all. Okay, one of the neighbors across the street. We were going to go get something to eat, and she asked me to come ride with her, and she played this song, and I was like, "Who is that?" I had never heard it, and ever since then, I was just hooked on him, like big time.
Yeah. I mean, you love a lot of like vocal singers, so if it's like a really really like sweet, slow ballad that really kind of captivates your heart, your ears, you're gonna definitely gravitate towards it.
You already know.
Lust in your body, boy, I'm addicted. Insisting commitment, predicted you're insane.